May it be an evening star.
To bring back the lives and souls of tens of millions of patients back to a perfect condition of health, unbeatable purify solution is the new discovery for the world. Professor Mulupen George, a world-renowned doctor, researcher and expert in both Western and traditional medicines, is the founder of Telepathic Purity Solution Treatment for many chronic and endemic conditions plaguing tens of millions of people around the world. Professor Mulu George Penn, having conducted in-depth research in over 100 countries of the world in both Western and traditional medicines, has developed efficient and proven treatment for some of the world's most difficult ailments like cancer, liver problems, brain tumor, hypertension, obesity, diabetic control, lung problems, gastritis, kidney problems, mental problems, paralysis, epileptic problems, spiritual problems, and many more.
My husband brought me on Sunday. Then he was one who recommended my husband to bring me, that he was able to handle my situation. We came on that Sunday, and that Sunday I could not walk alone because I was paralyzed on the 4th of January. At 9 o'clock I went to bed where I wasn't sick. After 2 hours I could not get up again. From that 4th of January to date as I'm talking, I could not walk. And then my taste buds were not functioning. I could not eat. For these 7 months I've been living on achu and yellow soup. Then the rest of all the food, I could not have the taste. So I was only eating achu and yellow soup and huckleberry for 7 months now. Then that Sunday when we came here, when the professor worked on me, I realized that this leg, as heavy as it was, I could walk. I was surprised. I strolled around this compound. When we came, I could not. But when I was going back, I was quite a different person. Then this my mouth, since it was tilted like this, because when I'm talking, at least you can still see a small sign. But that day, the mouth was tightening up. But now at least it's open. I can talk. I can talk now, and then I can. That same Sunday, I realized that I took a cup of tea in his own house. The wife gave it to me, and I drank milk. I used sugar. I was surprised because for 7 months I've not been taking sweet things. I've not been taking anything apart from achu, yellow soup, and huckleberry. But I was surprised. I took a tea. Then yesterday in my own house I ate bread and pear. In the evening I ate Irish potatoes, and I felt the taste. After 7 months I have not been feeling the taste of food, but if I smell it I feel the flavor, but in my mouth because these taste buds were not functioning, I was just living. You see me a human being, but not a human being, because I wasn't eating the food. I was not eating again. I was just, then not to talk of lying in bed. If I sit, I must put this leg on a size 2. Then bringing it down, no way. Either my daughter will help, or there will be a tug of war to bring down the leg. Even getting up, I will not be able to get up. Then when I lie in bed, for 7 months now, I've always been lying with using only this right side. Then this paralyzed side, no way, I could not lie with it. But now I use both sides. Sometimes in the night, getting up, I realize that I'm already lying on this side unconsciously without knowing. But I could not. So even when I lie flat, now I can lie flat. I can get up alone without somebody helping me. Then even I don't know what to say, because I'm quite a different person. Because this hand, it was like this, position like this. It was heavy and stiff. I could not take it up. I could not take it down. The position was fixed like this. But this morning I'm the one who tied my head alone. Like I can go up like this. Till at least I can. I've even make up
Yeah,
here to show that if a woman make up, it shows that at least the woman is 75%. Yes.
Right, yeah.
I have discovered a lot. In fact, I have done a lot of massive research by using traditional herbs to cure patients. I'm a professor of political economic global constitution. I've traveled almost 168 countries in the world. I have discovered a genetics solutions to cure patients who have serious diseases. Coming just closer to us, we have patients that they have been suffering, they have been paralyzed for quite a long time, they have been suffering of this effect, they have been suffering from lung effects, they have been suffering from brain tumor. They're talking on a brain tumor. It's one of the greatest killers on earth. But I've discovered the solution. Talking about hepatitis B, I've discovered research. You see the Western medicine, they have to give time, do the biopsy test, and do this, which involve the blood clot. The blood is not circulating. There's fat on the liver inflammatory, and all this. But I took only a few days to resolve this problem.
Professor Mulupen George has been able to cure many patients from all over the world suffering from various incurable and debilitating conditions. Solving chronic diseases is his specialty too.
Yes, I have kidney problem, and I've been taking treatment for the past 2 years. This leg was completely paralyzed. All day I was completely paralyzed. So after I met him, I think it's better now. This other leg, there's no problem. The right leg, there's no problem again. This one was completely broken now. Then it was healing again. Then finally it went completely dead. But as you can see, I can now move it.
That's that, let me see. You can move it?
I can now move it.
Okay. Alright.
Formerly I could not do it.
Okay.
When I came here, he just decided to consult me. He didn't allow me to say anything. So he himself diagnosed me and said everything that was wrong with me. And they started administering treatment.
Have you improved with the treatment you're getting?
I can say yes.
Okay.
Confidently.
How long has that been?
This is about the second week.
The second week. Wow, we thank God. Do you have your medical records with you, and are you thinking of going back to hospital to check yourself after?
I'm always in the hospital.
Okay.
Tuesday and Friday I'm in the hospital.
Okay.
As you can see, I'm even from there because I do dialysis now.
Okay. Okay, you do dialysis at the hospital?
Yes.
Okay.
The day has exhausted me completely. Tell you that I spend at least 2 million something a year. For the past 2 years I've spent so much.
We have reached a tremendous point which my patients who are receiving treatment for me of various diseases, I think almost 90% of the patients are doing well. As you can testify, as which this patient can equally testify for you. Where I just got contact with this journalist through another journalist that I called them to come here at Pan Pacific Hotel to work together. I love working with journalists. So in the absence of this journalist who is sick, who is present here, I think his name is Sama Stephen. He's a writer of Post, Cameroon Post International.
So I found out from another journalist, where is this writer? He told me that he's seriously sick. And I said, sick of what? He told me he has been paralyzed, he has been down in crisis for more than 2 years. I told him, no, please give me his number. He gave me the number. I rang the guy came, and I started treatment. As we realize, looking at the frequency, looking at the present situation of this guy now, you see that this guy is fine. This guy has been paralyzed. He has been to various hospitals, and the doctors could not deliver the goods. My medication is called Purify. The Purify is a system whereby we deal with a telepathy. A telepathic solution to cure your patient. For instance, we try to creak on many diseases that Western medicines could not cure. Diseases like diabetes, high blood, diseases like brain tumor, diseases like hepatitis B.
Bring back lives and souls of tens of thousands to a perfect health condition with the unbeatable telepathic purified solution, a discovery tested and proven for all your health conditions.
He did another touch, then sent me back to the house. After that, the heaviness I used to feel on the knee and that swollenness, the thing just disappeared. Then since these fingers too were numb, they are not more numb.
Anybody have doubts, you should come and see my wife medical report from the military hospital, which I will produce, that I would like people to put over the air to see what passed, when she was admitted on the 4th of January till now. That I've taken 3 weeks to have my wife being treated for paralysis. Pempa have relieved me from my body. So I want to thank him, that God should give him more able and he should help the world.
The mystery behind the telepathic purifies is, as you can see, patients will testify themselves. As you can see, during this probationary, let me just say, during this exoneration period, that I treat patients free of charge. The testimony will be given by the patient themselves. That is the degree of efficacy. That is the degree of the correlation to really affirm. Patients will explain their situation, how they visit this Penpan War Center, the various diseases. As the patient that will just been discharged, you heard about the testimony from her, from the husband. So I think it is something that the world will have to appreciate. And I'm still craving the indulgence of other patients all over the world, as we are now we have not done all this publication through the Facebook, Twitter, the YouTube, so that we can talk and communicate to millions of people around the world suffering of various chronic diseases, like what the lady is talking of paralysis, as she was paralyzed. I think we took on it. This is the third way to discharge the woman free without paying any money, any single franc. In fact, looking at the situation, looking at the death rate of all these chronic diseases, so like a brain tumor, like liver, cancer, kidney, and all and the many other diseases, I think people should come so that we should treat them within this period free, so that the world can testify, so people could judge themselves. We believe in positive result, as we realize that we solve unsolvable issues, treating unsolvable diseases that Western medication could not do. But I think Western medication is equally doing a better thing to treat some of the diseases. But I think there will be a time that we'll have to see the Penpan traditional discovery purified, T-purified research center with some of the world renowned hospitals or doctors to table out to see, to judge together how we can treat patients.